am Connie Carter, and you are watching Cause for Paws. I am playing with my phone, and the reason I'm playing with my phone is because we've got some great doggies to show you today, and I'm working from the Pet Harbor website that shows all the wonderful dogs that are available at the Prince George's County Animal Shelter. First, I'd like to just give you a little bit of, I'm going to put this down for a second, because I want to focus on some things that let you know what we've been doing. We just finished having a wonderful adoption event at PetSmart in Bowie. Just so that you know, we have some beautiful, beautiful kitties, and they are shown every month, the fourth Sunday of every month up at the Bowie PetSmart, and it's from noon till 4. And I hope that you will come up and visit us and maybe take one of those beautiful little kitties home and give them a forever loving home. You could be their human companion, and they could be your pet companion, and you could take your blood pressure down by just petting them. They're wonderful to have a pet. It's shown in the health, research health, that it does lower your blood pressure, and it's good for your health to have a pet. Wonderful things when you have a pet. So I hope you do come out and see us. Now, we've been doing a ton of things. We did the National Night Out, and that was wonderful. That was sponsored by the police department, and that was a wonderful event. We had such a good time, and it was beautiful weather, and we met so many wonderful animal lovers, and we want to thank everybody for stopping by and saying hi. And then the other one, oh, we actually have something coming up. We have the International Festival coming up. We will be there, and I hope you will too. But then we were just at Bowie, not Bowie Fest. We were there too, but this one was the, what was it we just had? The Back to School Bash at the Bowie Gym, and we just had that on Saturday, recent Saturday, and that was a lot of fun. Lots of kids were there, and we had so much fun. Everybody's so nice, and there's so many animal lovers out there. So if you have any questions, or if you'd like to maybe check on possibly see what kind of kittens we have, please email us at cause4paws70@yahoo.com. And we're trying to get our website updated to make sure they're all posted on there as well. And our website is cause4paws.care. So I hope you do check us out. We're on Facebook, Cause for Paws Cares. And we actually have a Twitter account, Cause for Paws Cares, and we hope that you will Twitter us, follow us. So just do a search on Cause for Paws Cares. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Actually, we just did a tweet on a little baby new neonatal kitten that was just found. It was 1 day old. So I'm nursing it, and hopefully it will thrive and survive, and I'll be able to show you. I'll bring him next time, hopefully, and show you how much he's growing. He's really good. He's really good. So if you have any questions, if you would like to volunteer, please email us at cause4paws.care. No, that's our website. cause4paws70@yahoo.com. Please check us out. We love to have you around. Okay, so if you'll notice next to me, this side, we have a beautiful little doggie. And I'm going to go online here to see if I can find him so we can tell you a little bit about Buster. This is Buster. Buster is a wonderful doggie. He is a neutered male, and he's white and brown, beagle mix. I honestly can't see where the brown is, but I think he's got a little bit on his little ear. And he is 7 years old. Now, remember, folks, 7 years and older at the county shelter, you have waived the adoption fee, so you don't have to pay the adoption fee. He's already neutered. He's ready to go. And you could see he's very, very sweet. He's about 64 pounds, and I'm guessing he could probably stand to lose a little bit. He looks like he's a little heavy. He has been at the shelter since July 31st, so he's ready to go for his new forever home. So I'd like you to please check him out. Call 301-780-7200. He's a sweetheart, isn't he? He's lovely. I love him. White. He looks like he's doing a dance, doesn't he? He's very, very sweet. Okay, so then the next one we have, I think, is Missy. If Missy can come up. Yeah, there's Missy. Missy is, look at that. You know, she's a little bit chunky too. Sometimes it's not so good to have a chunky dog, and I shouldn't talk because I have a very chunky dog. She will dive and eat anything. It's really ridiculous. I mean, you got to really watch her. And so it's bad for their hearts, and they don't live as long when they're that heavy. So you really need to try to trim them down. You could do that by walking them around the block and maybe playing ball, fetch, or whatever out in the back or the front. Go take them to the dog park, play with his friends. So Missy, her ID number, and I didn't say what Buster's was, but her ID number is A328147. So a lot of times when you call the shelter to ask about a doggie, then I would say check and give them the ID number because they can look it up faster with the ID number than the name of the doggie. So Missy is a spayed female, and she's tan and white beagle mix as well. And she weighs about 61 pounds. So I'm guessing, and this one is 7 years old as well. So with Buster and Missy, I'm guessing that they may have come in together, but I can't be sure. But they look like, you know, beagle mixes. They're about the same way. They look similar. I'm guessing they're maybe from even the same litter. You can also check. Oh, yeah, I'll bet she did come in because she's been there since July 31st as well. So that would be really good. I mean, you could take both of them because if you don't have any dogs, you should always have two of anything, whether it be a cat or a dog, because they keep each other company when you're not there, and that makes life a lot easier in your house. So Missy is a spayed female, tan and white. Again, the adoption fee is waived. Cool. Already spayed. Cool. So you could ask for ID number 328147. Isn't that cool? Missy's very sweet. All right, so I'm not sure who we have next. I'm going to have to look at the screen. I'm going to guess it's probably Hannah. Is it Hannah? Yes, it's Hannah. I actually took that picture. So she's very, very sweet. She was a very sweet little doggie when I took her picture. I take some of the pictures, but not as often now because I'm very busy with the Cause for Paws rescue and humane education. So, by the way, we're a 501c3. So, just so that you know, if you want any more information on what we do, please contact us. Hannah is ID number 406979. She's very sweet. She is actually a spayed female as well. And she's a brown boxer and lab mix. And you can see from her picture, you can see the boxer in her, but she's got a lot of lab. She's very active. And folks, she's 9 years old. Once again, she is, the adoption fee is waived. And she's a pretty big dog because she weighs in at 73 pounds. And big dogs are big. And you need to make sure that you have them under control. So any dog that you rescue, you need to take it for obedience training. And that helps you bond with the dog as well. She's been at the shelter since December 10th, 2014. Folks, that's a long time. Hannah is too sweet to be at the shelter. Please, somebody go and check her out because she really needs a home. She's so sweet. And just because she's been there that long, some people, you know, big dogs don't go as quick as the small dogs. So they have a lot more big dogs than small dogs. So please, even though they're big, they can be very gentle. And Hannah is very gentle. So her ID number is 406979. Please come and see her. She's sweet. Oh, here's a little thing on her. Let me turn this around. She's sweet. Let me see, a special needs dog. And that could be why she's still there. Hannah is a sweet, spunky dog with orthopedic and arthritis issues that require daily medications and periodic injections and a cushy bed. She is a very loving. Her dream is to be a constant companion, but maybe not for other dogs and cats. Her liquid brown eyes will melt your heart. Minimal steps, please, and frequent walks of only 1 block. If you would like more information, you can contact 301-780-7201. And I can give you 2 numbers. The 7200 is an automated answering machine. The other 7201 is when a real person answers. And they don't usually answer until 11 o'clock on certain days. So you may want to just check the website and check their hours. Isn't she sweet? She is very, very sweet. Okay, so let's see. Who is next? You're going to have to show me the picture. I think it might be Munchie. Ah, and it is. I am so good. So Munchie, his ID is 426184. He's very cute, isn't he? He is a neutered male and a gray Presa Canario. Now the picture is a little bit, and I think I tried to change the density on there. He looks a little brown there, but he's gray. So look at him as being like a dark gray. And he's a neutered male. Presa Canaries are wonderful dogs. They're very big, and they can be very powerful. So once again, you need to make sure you are the alpha when you're dealing with them. He's about 1 year old, so he's full grown, and he only weighs 53 pounds. For a Presa Canario, that's pretty light, and he's probably going to add some weight, some bulk on, so he will probably end up a little bit bigger. He has been there at the shelter since June 13th, 2015, and he's a really, really sweet dog. Presa Canarios are very family-oriented. They're very loyal to their family, so he's a wonderful little dog. So Munchie is available for adoption. He's 428184 as his ID. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to take a break real quick, but I'm going to tell you that the dogs that you see on this video, I have to remind everybody that they may not be available when you go and check for them. So, but there are so many other wonderful dogs there. I want to encourage you to be a very careful about going there. Not careful, but being good about going there and looking at all of the dogs, because there's many dogs, and the adoption counselors and the caretakers will be very happy to give you a little bit more about how their personalities are. So we're going to take a break now with Munchie, and I would like you to stay with us while we just take a quick break. We'll be right back. If you allow 2 dogs and their surviving offspring to breed for 6 years, in that time you'll have produced 67,000 dogs. If you allow 2 cats and their surviving offspring to breed for 10 years, in that time you'll have produced 80,399,780 cats. Please help us end this tragic overpopulation problem by spaying or neutering your pets. Each day, 70,000 puppies and kittens are born in the United States. As long as these birth rates exist, there will never be enough homes for all the animals. As a result, millions of healthy, loving cats, dogs, kittens, and puppies face early death as a form of animal control. Others are left to fend for themselves against automobiles, the elements, animals, and cruel humans. What can you do to stop the suffering? Please spay or neuter your pet to prevent more homeless animals, because they are a cause for Paws. Thank you. Hello there. Welcome back. How you doing? Did you enjoy my break? I hope you got some good snacks, came back to the TV, continued to watch these wonderful little doggies. Okay, the next one up on the screen is Angelica. Look at that. Is she sweet or what? She's cute. Okay, she is an unaltered female, but I'm going to say she looks to me like a, wow, Shih Tzu? Yeah, that's what they said, a white Shih Tzu. Tan and white Shih Tzu. That's really cool. She's very cute. Female, unaltered female, tan and white. She's 3 years old. I just want to tell you a little bit about spay and neutering. If you have, and I've had sad stories. There was a woman I met at the shelter, actually, who had a 5-year-old dog, and it had litter. And it had gotten a very bad infection in the uterus. And the vet told her she should have had that dog spayed a long time ago. And a lot of people don't realize how harmful it is not to spay and neuter an animal, because you can get all kinds of nasty infections and cancer. So unfortunately, she said, the vet said, the dog is going to die if you don't have spayed. And unfortunately, the dog was very sad, and it ended up dying. And they couldn't save it because it died before it got operated on. And unfortunately, this is what I'm hearing. I had a cat that, not me, but I heard of somebody who had a cat, did the same thing. So I can't encourage you enough to please spay and neuter your pets. And it's not just because you want them not to have litters. Well, yeah, that's very important, but it's more important for the health. Because if you don't get it spayed and neutered, then what's going to happen is it will get very ill, and it will cost you a lot of money, and then a lot of people can't afford it. So what do? They turn the animal over to the animal shelter, and unfortunately, it's so sick, it's not going to be adoptable, and guess what they have to do? So I'm really, really, please spay and neuter. I can't impress upon you enough. And that's enough of that soapbox, isn't it? But you'll hear me all the time. Okay. Going back to Angelica, ID 426922. And she's 3 years old. She only weighs 9 pounds. She's a little itty-bitty one. She's one of them small dogs that go very quickly. She has been, unfortunately, at the shelter since June 26, 2015. She is so ready to go to a home. And I know that a lot of people say, well, they only hold the animals for 3 to 5 days. Well, you could see June 26. We're now in August. Come on, guys, June, July, August, that's 2 months, so please. You know, they don't hold them just for three to 5 days. Sometimes they really try to adopt them out. So please, go visit the shelter. If you're interested in Angelica, A426922, please call the shelter, 301-780-7201. She's very cute. She'd probably take some grooming, too. She's one that you just cuddle up with her. Okay. I believe Dewey is next. Dewey, Louie Dewey, and Louie Dewey, and that's Louie Dewey. Oh my gosh. A428116 is Dewey's little ID number, and he is an unaltered male, and this is a very interesting breed. He is a tricolor treeing walker coonhound mix. Isn't he handsome? Oh my gosh, and such long legs. I love him. So wonderful. He, in fact, is 10 years old. And once again, folks, repeat after me. Adoption fee is waived. That should entice you to go see him. He weighs 39 pounds. Long legs, 39 pounds. He's a sweetheart, isn't he? And he has been at the shelter since July 17th, 2015. He is a sweetheart. I have seen so many of these wonderful treeing coonhounds that I have to tell you that you just fall in love with them. They're very, very sweet. Let me see if I can get him back up here. There you go. So he's very, very sweet, 10 years old. And I can tell you from looking at his little eyes, he's got beautiful eyes, beautiful eyes. So I would really encourage you to go visit Dewey, and that's ID A428116. How sweet can you get? And if you have another doggy or a kitty, you can check with the adoption counselors and see if they know, because they test, there's an evaluation on them when they come in to see what their personalities are. So you can ask them, call up, and they may have it right on the books if he gets along cats, dogs, kids, whatever. Okay, so we're going to do another one, and let me see, who are we going to do now? Oh, I'm looking. Oh, I know I must have missed him. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay. Let me see the number. I think I got him. No, I got him. Lucas. Ah, is he beautiful? Well, I should say handsome. A429250. Don't you love these smartphones? I love them. You can do so much on these things. Lucas, A429250. He is an unaltered male, brown and tan shepherd mix, German shepherd mix. Look at him. He's so wonderful. He's 6 years old. He's great. He weighs approximately 69 pounds, because he could, by the time you see him, he could weigh a little bit more, a little bit less, because they like trim them down, because if they're overweight, they try to get them back to a good weight. If they're a little underweight, they try to get them back up. He has been at the shelter since August the 12th, 2015. And he is a very, very sweet little doggy. Well, big doggy. Again, he's a big dog. German Shepherds are wonderful dogs. They're very smart. I'm not sure what he's mixed with, and it's hard to tell sometimes. But German Shepherd, you could see the German Shepherd in him, and you could see how he's looking. He's looking at the person there. Look at how he's very focused on the person there. You got to love this. How can you not love a dog like this? How can you not love it? So I encourage you to go check on Lucas, ID 429250. How sweet is that? He's very cute. Okay, I think we have one more doggy we can do before we take another break. And that would be, let's see if I can guess before they put it on the screen. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm not looking. I'll bet it's Precious. Oh, he didn't even put it up on the screen. Let me see. Is he going to put Precious up? Yes, that's Precious. Yay! Precious. And folks, I did try to make these pictures a little bit lighter, because some of them are yellow or dark. So I try to, because these are not the ones that I take, but they try to do a really, really good job. Some of these animals are so scared when they come in, it's hard to take a really good picture. So it's really good to go down and look at them in person. Precious ID number is 429315. And she is a female black Shih Tzu, an unaltered female black Shih Tzu. And she's 6 years old as well. I wonder if she's related to the other Shih Tzu. Anyway, Shih Tzus are very, very sweet. They're very small, and she weighs only 9 pounds once again. I mean, that's small. She could cuddle up on your lap. She could go and lay down in the bed with you, cuddle up in the bed. That'd be cute, wouldn't it? I love to cuddle up with my doggies in bed, because it's so sweet. She's been at the shelter since August 13th, 2015, so she's been there for a couple weeks. By time this is aired, it'll be about 3 weeks. So she is very, very sweet. She needs a little home. Look how sweet she is. Look at that. She's black. How can you turn a doggie like this down? There's so many wonderful doggies down there at the shelter. It's unbelievable. You can call 301-780-7201. Or, like I'm doing, go on PetHarbor.com. Check them out. And if you're interested in a kitty, I have to tell you, I have to put a plug in for the kitties. We have so many kittens, so many kitties. If you can't get to PetSmart, give us an email, send us an email, and let us know you can come visit the nursery by appointment only. Just call us. Very sweet. Cats, dogs. They also have hamsters and rabbits and squirrels. Not squirrels. Bunny rabbits. Okay, so we're going to take a break again real quick, and we will be right back. Please stay with us. We've got a couple more doggies we'd like to show you. Be right back. Before surrendering a pet, please consider some very important facts. If you or a friend, neighbor, or coworker are thinking of giving up a dog or cat now or in the near future, we urge you and others to please consider this before you do. Summer and pre-holiday have the highest volume days of strays found and owner turned-in pets. This high volume lessens their chance of being held long enough to find an adopter. Cats have lower adoption rates than dogs. Before surrendering a pet to any shelter, please consider what is best for your pet in the long run. Things to consider. If you cannot take care of your animal any longer, please try to get help from friends and neighbors. Advertise to find him or her a good home directly without placing them in the shelter. Or contact local rescue groups. Sometimes, when you reach out during a transition or crisis, you'll be surprised to find that there are people who will help until you can take care of your pet again or will take the animal. Be aware that the Prince George's County codes state that once an owner voluntarily surrenders a pet to the county, there is no mandatory hold time before the animal is euthanized. Shelters try very hard to place pets with new owners and often do hold pets for considerable amounts of time. But when volume or other issues come into play, there is no guarantee that your pet will be held long enough to be adopted. Your pet would prefer to get less attention during periods of moving or longer work hours until the economy or your situation improves, rather than losing you. Remember that work and family situations will eventually change. Hang on to the animal you committed to. Once the pet is no longer in your hands or those of someone you know, you cannot know how his or her life will be. Shelters should be your last resort in placing your pet, only after you have tried all other options to keep them or place them directly with someone and know the pet's future. Thank you. Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that PSA. It's very important. And I know we're getting short on time, so I am going to go through the last doggies fairly quickly, so please pay attention. We have got Casey. Casey is ID A429355. She is an unaltered female, black and brown Rottie. Rotties are great. She's 6 years old and she weighs 81 pounds, and she's fairly new at the shelter since August 14th. So she is a really, really good doggy. She's very, very sweet. So Casey, K-A-C-Y, ID 429355. And the next one we have, see if I can find it. Yeah, okay, it's Mambo, sort of like Rambo. Mambo is a precious little neutered male white Bichon Frise. Now, if anybody wants a Bichon Frise, here's your chance. Go down and call and ask them. 11 years old. The adoption fee waived. She only weighs 19 pounds. He, neutered male, 19 pounds, and he is ready to go to his forever home with the waiving on the adoption fee. Please call and ask for Mambo, ID A429365. And then we have one more doggy before we wrap today, and that is, I'm looking. I know it, Tink Tink, where are you, Tink Tink? There's Tink Tink. Tink Tink is so cute. Tink Tink is a spayed female tricolored beagle. Doesn't look much like a beagle there, but believe me, she was really scared when she came in. She's 7 years old. Once again, the adoption fee is waived. 28 pounds, been at the shelter since August 19th. She's ready for her forever home. Please call 301-780-7201 for information on any of the dogs you've seen in this show. And I want to wrap now. We've got to go. Time has been slipping away. I want to please tell you to please spay or neuter your pets to prevent more homeless animals, because they are a cause for pause. Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time. And please remember, adopt. Bye-bye.